Further on housing, for a lot of this campaign you've been saying that when there's a good idea you will support it. On the super home buyer scheme, you clearly don't support it, you've called it a thought bubble. But are you prepared for a housing contest in this final week, and are you worried that it could sway young voters crucial to electing?
I welcome a contest of ideas. Our policies are thought through, are focused at assisting people to buy, are focused on social housing, are focused on what works, such as the WA scheme here. Where a policy is a good idea, and one of the issues that they came up with yesterday, the extension of the downsizing policy, we welcomed. It's a good idea. This policy is not a good idea. This government are at the same time that they're saying they support real wage cuts, are saying that they want to cut people's super. And the problem with that is, not just, I've had a range of questions about fiscal responsibility. I'll give you this big tip. If you take super away from people, then you'll have higher deficits and bills from the government in the future. What super is about is making sure that people can retire with a decent income. That is the purpose of the superannuation system. It was designed to give people a comfortable retirement. If you gut people's super savings, that means down the track, more people dependent upon the pension, more pressure on budgets in the future. That's what it's about. That's what this debate is about. But this government, every opportunity they have to attack super, they do so. That is what they did consistently when they fiddled around, and eventually they got dragged, kicking and screaming. I mean, the Oz would have had 20 articles about them not wanting to move the super up. Greg wrote most of them, probably. The truth is that they do every opportunity attack superannuation, and particularly industry super, even though the return on industry super last year was, Oz Super, companies like that produced about a 20% return. This year, the return is less, but it's still nearing double figures, the return. This is an attack on future savings. It's an attack on future generations. It's not about assisting people. At the back.
Yeah. You said just now, everything we are investing in is about boosting productivity. Can you tell me how building BMX parks, painting murals on walls, building dog parks, how is that boosting productivity?
You look
These
at
promises your candidates have made.
You look at, well, commitments that are about improving the quality of life for people are also things that happen during election campaigns. Our major, well, if you don't think the arts community are worthy of any support, that's not a view that I hold. Our priority investments during this campaign, what's the largest investment? At less, mind you, than was wasted on the subs deal that didn't lead to anything, is childcare. What are our other significant investments? The National Broadband Network. What are other significant investments? Increased skills through 465,000 fee-free TAFE places. They are our priorities. Our infrastructure investments, including those that we'll make here in WA.